Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Life insurance is at the forefront of people's minds due to COVID. Joining us to discuss is Michelle Megna, insurance analyst with Forbes Advisor, a trusted destination for unbiased personal finance advice, news, and reviews. Michelle, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me, Jill.
You got it. And let's start with the basics. What is life insurance?
All right, so life insurance is a contract between a policyholder and an insurance company that says if the insured person passes away, the insurer will pay a death benefit to the beneficiaries named on the policy. It provides a financial safety net that can help prevent your beneficiaries, which are typically your family, from facing financial hardship once you're no longer around to earn an income to, help support them.
How do I know which insurance is best for me?
Well, there are three main types of insurance. So, and we'll get into more detail later on that. But so there's term life insurance, permanent life insurance, and burial expense insurance. So term life insurance is best for people who want the most affordable insurance and who want coverage for a specific period of time and who are looking for an income replacement for a specific time period or want to cover a debt, for example, a mortgage that is for a specific time period. Permanent life insurance is for folks who want a death benefit that pays out no matter when they die. And permanent life insurance policies also have a cash value component that can accumulate money on a tax-deferred basis. So people who may be looking to supplement their retirement years may want to look to a permanent life insurance policy. And then burial or final expense insurance is for folks who are generally in poor health and don't have a lot of other life insurance options and really just want a policy that can help pay for, burial and end of life expenses.
What does life insurance include and exclude?
So life insurance covers death from illness, and accidents and simply old age, and this would include death from diseases, falls, car accidents, COVID, even accidental drug overdose. So those are the kinds of things that are covered, and so typically, the only thing excluded would be a suicide within the first 2 years of owning the policy. It's called a suicide clause, and that's just a standard part of life insurance contracts. But apart from that, you really can count on life insurance policy to provide a payout no matter the cause of death.
So I guess the question is, do I really need life insurance? I guess the obvious things are, of course, if you have a family with kids and a home, that kind of makes sense. But overall, is it worth the cost?
If someone depends on you financially, either now or after your death, you definitely want to look into life insurance. As I said, it basically will act as income replacement if you die unexpectedly. It can also provide money to pay off a mortgage, credit card debts. It can ensure that children have money for college tuition. It can provide supplemental income during retirement years if you have a permanent life insurance policy. And in some cases, it may provide money to pay estate taxes to beneficiaries who are inheriting a very large, taxable estate. So for all of those reasons, it really is a key component in any household financial portfolio.
And Megan, to wrap up here, how has COVID impacted life insurance? Has it made it more difficult to get? Has it raised premiums?
So the short answer is no. In fact, COVID has actually made it easier for people to get life insurance because what happened is people were facing their mortality, more people wanted to buy life insurance. So the industry really moved to make it easier to buy life insurance online without a medical exam. And so that, kind of abandoning, that obstacle of having the medical exam makes it easier to get life insurance. So that is a trend that is not slowing down. And so it will be easier to get life insurance. In terms of what it costs, it's a relatively great deal. It's not one size fits all. Rates vary on a variety of factors, but on average, a 30-year-old male for a 20-year term life policy of 500,000 would pay like an average of $300 a year. And for a female, it would be 242. So that's, not a lot to put out to really ensure the financial future of your family. And historically, people wildly overestimate the cost of life insurance. They think it's very expensive. I think half the population in recent surveys by some industry groups have said that like half the population overestimates the cost of life insurance by more than 3 times. So it's much more affordable than most people think. And as I said, I think a lot of households, would really face financial challenges if, the breadwinner, was no longer
Right.
around. So,
Well, Michelle, let me ask you one more question. If medical exams are not being required and everything's done online, what if you lie and say, I'm not a smoker, but I smoke, but I don't have to take medical exams, or how are they going to track that? Well, I know if I have longer term diseases like heart disease, diabetes, or so forth, if I say, well, I don't have it, how are they going to tell if they don't have medical exams? Doesn't that put a lot of risk on the insurance companies?
that's a great question. No, because they are very smart. So, when I'm saying there's not a medical exam done in person, they are absolutely doing their due diligence. And so, what has happened now is they have algorithms and software programs that can review your medical history and your health records. So they are still checking those same variables, but they're doing it through software, and that's it. Checking, as I said, your medical health, your medical records. And all of that. So it's done through algorithms, and you're still answering questionnaires.
Right.
So they are getting the same information, but a para health professional is not showing up at your house to actually do it.
Got it. So then you're authorizing them to access records about your health and so forth. Got it.
Yes.
All right. Well, Michelle, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.